Love the iconic 2D look of your favorite anime or shows like Arcane, but your 3D renders in Blender still look flat. In this complete tutorial, I'm going to show you how to combine the 3 best cell shading techniques: outlines for clean contours, toon shaders for crisp shadows, and rim light to make your characters pop off the screen. Plus, stick around until the end because I've got an awesome bonus showing you how to tweak your background color and brightness without ever ruining your object's shadows. The cleanest and most controllable way to create anime-style contours in Blender is by utilizing the Solidify modifier alongside the inverted normals technique. Create a second material slot and name it Outlines. For this outline material, change the surface to diffuse BSDF and turn the base color to pure black. Now here is the secret sauce. Scroll all the way down to the material settings and make sure you check the box for backface culling. If you miss this, the magic won't work. Now for the fun part. Go to your Modifiers tab, click Add Modifier and select Solidify. This is where we shape our line art. 1. Under the Normals drop-down, check Flip. This inverts the faces of our expanded mesh. 2. Under the Materials drop-down, look for Material Offset and set it to 1. This tells Blender to apply our second material slot, our black outlines shader, specifically to the solidified shell. 3. Finally, dial in your line thickness using the thickness property. Input a tiny negative value like -0.02 or -0.03 to get a clean, crisp outline around your model. Just like that, you have a flawless 2D contour that reacts perfectly to your camera in real time. Feel free to tweak the thickness to match your own style. Alright, part 2, we have our outlines, but right now Suzanne still has a smooth, standard 3D gradient look. It's time to build our toon shader, and we're doing it all inside the shader editor. Select your main material slot, jump into the shader editor, press Shift+A, search for a diffuse BSDF node, and drop it in. This will be the foundation of our lighting calculations. Now here is where the Eevee engine does something incredible. Press Shift+A again and look for a node called Shader to RGB. Connect the diffuse output directly into it. What this node does is convert the live lighting and data of your 3D scene into raw color information that we can completely manipulate. Drop a color ramp node. This node is going to act as our shadow controller. Right out of the box, it still looks smooth. To get those clean, crisp lines, change the interpolation from linear to constant. Now you can slide these two handles around to decide exactly where the shadow starts and where it ends. Want a more complex look? Just hit the plus icon on the color ramp to add a third stop. Now you have a mid-tone shadow for a gorgeous, high-quality anime gradient. Our character has outlines and a beautiful cel-shaded look. Now that our toon shading is looking crisp, we need a pop of backlighting, the rim light. We're going to use the dot product method with an empty object. This gives you absolute manual control to rotate and position your rim highlight exactly where it looks best, completely independent of your scene's main lights. Let's build the logic. we need to calculate the relationship between the surface angles of our model and our control object. Press Shift plus A and add 3 nodes: a geometry node, a texture coordinate node, and a math node. Click on the math node drop-down and switch the operation to dot product. This is the node that's going to calculate the vector math for our custom light direction. Now let's route the inputs. On your texture coordinate node, click the object eyedropper and select your rim light empty. To clamp this into a sharp anime highlight, pipe the dot product output through a color ramp set to constant or a tight linear split. Finally, drop a mix shader right before your material output. Plug your tune shader into the first slot, a bright white emission node into the second slot, and use our new rim light color ramp as the factor. Look at that. By moving or rotating your rim light empty in the 3D viewport, you can interactively paint the rim light exactly where you want it. It isolates the silhouette beautifully and gives your render that incredibly polished, high-budget anime production value. Now for the ultimate bonus trick. If you try to change your world background color normally, it will cast unwanted colored light right back onto your model. Let's build a quick node setup to trick Blender. Slot A dictates the lighting affecting your 3D object. Slot B is what your camera actually sees. You can pick any wild background color you want, from deep blues to stylized tans, without altering a single shadow on your character. Drop a comment below showing off what you make, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial.